Welcome everyone to Cheese in Depth. I'm Michael Landis, and today we are talking with Debbie and George Crave. And today we're sponsored by the Dairy Farmers of Wisconsin. With over 1,200 licensed cheesemakers and the only state that requires a license to make cheese, they're also the only place outside of Europe with a master cheesemakers program. So today, I'm talking with Debbie and George Crave with Crave Brothers Farmstead Cheese. And George happens to be a licensed Wisconsin cheesemaker.
Well, welcome to Crave Brothers Farmstead Cheese. We're here in Waterloo, Wisconsin, south central Wisconsin, right between Mass and Milwaukee. It is Crave Brothers Farmstead, which means we have the farm, the land, and we'll talk about that as we go through the action. Well, we have many different sizes. You might have one type of cheese, but then you have right in front, you have the little pearlinis, 2-gram pearls, the Ciliegines, the cherry size, the medallions. They're molded, they're not sliced, the medallions, and I think they're really becoming very popular now once people try them because they're very pillowy and very, very soft and still have that little skin, that little texture on the outside to hold the moisture in. And they make great sandwiches. They shingle really well with tomatoes. And so that's really a popular size right now for us. The Ciliegines, again, of course, the golf ball size, bocconcinis. Those are the very popular also for slicing. Slice them in half, if you will. And then we also have the marinated. We have the 8-ounce ball and the backpack log that are also make a lot of right now. Those have a 60-day shelf life, and I think it's really good for retailers. They feel more confident buying a large volume of the backpack logs and balls because of the shelf life of 60 days compared to the 32 days of the water pack cups. So they can bring in a large volume. They don't have to manage it quite as intensely, so that's very nice for them. We also have the marinated. It's very popular. You open it up, you get a toothpick, and you're ready to go. Grab some bread, and you're ready to go. We have mascarpone. Our sweet cream mascarpone is very popular. It's won many awards. It's different than most that's out there. Why? I don't know, because it's how we make it, and we don't know how other manufacturers or cheesemakers make it. Ours is made with sweet cream right off of our milk. Right from the farm, so we're capturing that really fresh, sweet cream flavor and cooking it up and putting it in the cup, so it's really good. We also have the chocolate mascarpone. So yeah, we have the rope cheese. We have the farmer's rope, which was our version of string cheese. We call it farmer's rope just because it's from the farm and it's kind of represents a halter or rope. We have the queso Oaxaca that's braided. We tie it up in a ball, and it's queso Oaxaca, very popular with the Latino population, highly melting, put it on a lot of their quesadillas, enchiladas, and such. So very, very nice cheese. Make a lot of that. And then we have of course, if you come to Wisconsin, you call us cheddar heads or the curds. That's what we make also twice a week. We make white curds one day and we make yellow curds another day. So popular, sell it. Most of it very local. Comes out of the vat, goes in a bag and on a truck and off to the market. So people wait in line, believe it or not, people wait in line. They have a sign out front, fresh curds today. People know it, they line up, and when it pulls in, it sells like crazy.
And you can get all of our cheeses on our website through our website store if you don't happen to be in the neighborhood.
All right, so let's step to some recipes for what you got going there.
Okay. So would you want to do some fresh mozz for starters? One thing is the common caprese salad, and we shingled our medallions with a sliced tomato. We're just getting tomatoes in Wisconsin now, luckily, but I'm sure around the country they've been ripe sooner. Easy to do, olive oil, basil, fresh mozz, medallions, and tomatoes. But another favorite, grab a skewer, is to just take the and so this is the medallions, the skewer over there, George. The cherry size, or Ciliegine, with a cherry tomato and a leaf of basil is so easy, popular item for a picnic, and you just need some fancy toothpicks. everyone grows basil, has cherry tomatoes, so buy some Ciliegine or Ciliegines, we call them for ease. Cherry size fresh mozz. We have another item, our marinated that George talked about. How about drizzling that marinade on baguette toasts along with some of your fresh veggies? So the marinade marinates the cheese, but also your bread, your veggies, and a great charcuterie board idea. So we just love different applications for our fresh mozzarella. On our website, we have many ideas. Another one is a wild rice blueberry salad with the pearl size. Blueberries are in season now around the country, so blueberries, pearls, wild rice. It's a wonderful, healthy salad. It's beautiful. I think we have a shot of it on handout or over the slides that you're looking at. And of course, George mentioned bocconcinis. We have customer that loves slicing bocconcinis on sandwiches. So use your egg slicer if you don't have a fresh mozzarella slicer. And there is a shot of our wonderful blueberry wild rice salad. Again, that recipe is on our website. And then we're showing you a few ideas for mascarpone. We've been lucky to have some recipe contests, some family and staff that have given us many wonderful ideas for fresh mozz and mascarpone. One of our most famous is our chocolate mascarpone pie. It's just 3 easy ingredients: chocolate, mascarpone, and the flavor of your choice, like Kahlua, coffee, or bourbon. You put all of that in an Oreo cookie crust. We also have another shot that you just saw was a pasta shell stuffed with mascarpone and kind of a Thousand Island dressing with corned beef. So it's a Reuben stuffed shell, fun for St. Patrick's Day or when it starts getting cold out again and you want casseroles. And then a few of the slides you're seeing are famous lemon mascarpone tarts. It's just lemon curd and mascarpone with a little cookie tart that you fill the item, the tart full of the lemon curd. I came up with a margarita pie that you see for Cinco de Mayo. And that was margarita mix and some whipped cream in our mascarpone along with lime curd. So we have fun with lemon curd, lime curd, and mascarpone. You see a soup there, and when it gets cold, we all hunker down for our mascarpone mushroom soup, another favorite of the visitors to Crave Brothers, and that recipe is also on our website. We have many fun applications. We're kind of beyond tiramisu here. Tiramisu is what everyone thinks of when they know we make mascarpone, but I'm Italian and I never had tiramisu till I made it. So it's been kind of fun to do things beyond tiramisu. We also have a dessert board idea that you're seeing here with some skewers of fresh mozzarella and fruit. How refreshing. You can use mint instead of basil. There's our chocolate mascarpone or mascarpone mixed with chocolate and a dollop of that, along with fresh mascarpone and berries. So that's a dessert board idea with fresh mozz and mascarpone. Then we have a few other slides that show a dessert board concept for different seasons, like fall. You could do a pumpkin trifle that's mascarpone layered with pumpkin, or a caramel sauce. We have a caramel sauce recipe that you could serve with apples, and that features mascarpone. And again, a plain mascarpone. This little trio is some of the favorites: the pumpkin trifle, the lemon tart, and the chocolate pie. We also have a fun Christmas holiday dessert board idea. I know it's hard to think about, but it will come. And that'll be coming up next. That will show little chocolate mascarpone balls, the chocolate mascarpone pie, fresh mascarpone with cranberries. So we certainly never run out of ideas for using our sweet cream mascarpone throughout the year, and love promoting the idea of beyond tiramisu, savory and sweet, not just the sweet applications. Even making a Alfredo type sauce is fun to do with our mascarpone. So we're beyond tiramisu, we're promoting that sweet cream mascarpone and always enjoying input from others. If you have a great idea out there, send it to us. We'd love to talk about it on our social media and include it on our website. So what do you think, Michael?
Well, I went with the traditional cheese board and charcuterie. I had a chance to open up their wonderful gift pack that you sent me, and I went through several, and I chose the marinated mozzarella because I really love the way that you do that. The beautiful herbs that you use and how simple it really is. And so I wanted to kind of give some options that you can do. And charcuterie's always been one of my favorites. So I'm using the 3 little pigs here, the 2 types, the herbs of Provence and just the air-dried sausage for both of these. And they go so well. I mean, literally you can just take a toothpick and wrap the mozzarella, or skewer the mozzarella, and then wrap some of the charcuterie, and then a little bit of the olives. And these are Divinas, the Castelvetrano and the Kalamata. And I love the saltiness. I love the earthiness that you get from both of those. And then give it a little bit of spice. I'm using also the sweet mini peppers and the little sweet and spicy baby gherkins. So you could really have a very interesting cheese board that allows you to do a lot of different things. And if you didn't want to have the marinade, you can just drop in just the regular mozzarella, which would be a lot of fun. And for the pairing on this, I decided that I was weighing, because we had talked earlier about do we do wine or do we do beer? And I decided to go with a beer. And this is Cigar City. This is their, what's known as their Guayabera, which is kind of like the shirts that the Cubans wear. And this is a Citra Pale Ale, which its job is to help cleanse with all this rich flavors and to make it a little bit lighter. So that's the direction that I went. And then we talked about using a Prosecco, and this Rustico is a really nice choice of different things that you can do with that. So that's the direction I went with the mozzarella.
Wonderful. I have another favorite idea I wanted to share. Beets are in season, and we have a great recipe that's just sliced beets after you parboil them. And you put mascarpone in between the layers, and I think you have a shot of that. And it's a wonderful recipe on our website, but you can kind of see it and make it on your own without even a recipe. There's just a few herbs and spices added to the mascarpone, and layered in between the beautiful purple beets. It really looks nice. And if you like beets, which I know George does, it's fantastic, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, it's really good. You can either go the savory route or even drizzle a little honey over it to really bring out the sweetness of it. And that kind of cuts a little bit of that bitterness of the beets. Really pairs well with that earthiness of the beets. But a lot of different ideas. And our neighbor, our good friend Randy, came up with that recipe also. And you can really shingle it and stack it, really make it look appealing.
And I have that slide, Michael, is 2 slides after that spring dessert board that you're showing. One other fun savory idea is the pizza that we make with mascarpone. Now, go figure, but it's a candied bacon, sweet onion, fig reduction pizza with dollops of mascarpone. So that's also shown. It's right after this. This is our famous chocolate mascarpone pie. I think the next slide is the beet recipe we talked about, and then the pizza. So again, a couple more favorites. There you're seeing how wonderful you can make beets. I'm not a beet fan, but the people that are really like this.
Yeah, you can put croutons or pine nuts or candied nuts of some sort, or peppery nuts with that. Really interesting.
And then the next slide is that famous pizza. We've often served that to visitors at the cheese factory. Actually, it's one after this. That's a chicken Florentine mascarpone little appetizer. Wonderful idea, again, from a recipe contest. soup that we talked about, sorry. And then I think the pizza's coming up to give you an idea. Yeah, it is. It's the last one. It's a beautiful recipe. And I think what makes it is the candied bacon right along with the mascarpone.
Cook down some sweet onions, candied bacon on a crunchy crust, and then the mascarpone. And when we first tried it, we were afraid of the mascarpone just melting like butter, but it really holds up. It even will caramelize a little bit on top and burn just a little bit, which really gives you a great flavor and really a fantastic pizza.
Well, I went simple again. I didn't want to get too crazy with it. So I have just the plain mascarpone, and I decided to go with the fat toad. And I really love this caramel that it has. It makes it so easy, and it pairs really very, very well. So this is the caramel Vermont maple, the cold hollow maple syrup with it, which is just decadent, you know. They have vanilla, which I thought about that would be really fun, or chocolate, but you already got that. So I thought I'd do maple syrup with that. And then Effie's, this is their pecan, the nut cake, and it is a nice biscuit. And you just need a little bit of crunchiness. But if you want some fruit, you know, just adding a piece of the strawberry on there is probably just more than enough to add a little bit additional flavor. For pairing, I thought that the Moscato would be really fun. I use I think it's Six Daughters Moscato out of Italy. But because of the fat toad having all that richness and the Effie's, I really wanted to bring a little bit more oomph to it. And so this is 881 Bay Brewing, another Tampa brewery, and this is their coffee porter. And I thought that that would be really fun, putting these guys together as kind of like an over-the-top dessert.
Michael, I'm disappointed you didn't tell us we could be drinking on your podcast here. So
you have to bring our samples.
Well, you know, after this, you deserve, you know, an extra one.
I'll throw one back for you. All right.
We'll often pair our mascarpone with a Biscoff cookies, or maybe George could show the cookies because they're slightly, this one right there, off the screen, a pirouette. I love all your ideas, Michael. The
nice little, you know, and I'm a big one for even a good red wine with some sweetness, with a good red wine and some chocolate and some savory types of cream that's with a wine also.
And we have blueberries and raspberries, but any kind of berry goes great with mascarpone. And it's so visual. Kind of the red, we were going red, white, and blue, still being festive for the month of July. There we go.
So you can make some really nice, and the fruit really goes well. You get that sweet, creamy richness of the mascarpone, and then you pop a fruit flavor in there, which is great. Super simple.
We do a lot with social media, so please follow us on Facebook and Instagram. And again, you can order at cravecheese.com any of our cheeses, or 3 different gift boxes if you're into gift giving for the holidays or a birthday. We have a sampler that includes 1 of each of our favorite cheeses, or 2 mascarpone, I think is in that one, as well as marinated, 2 curds, and rope. Also, we have a chocolate mascarpone pie gift box and a caramel gift box that has some nice fancy nuts along with a caramel recipe and our mascarpone. So some fun ideas, and we're happy to ship all over. That's the one way you can find our cheese, is through our website, if not stores across the country. And we're happy to really work with anyone. Thank you, Michael. Appreciate the opportunity. We're about family, farmstead, and green energy, and happy to tell our story through this opportunity.
All right, then. So it's been a great pleasure being able to hear the story and taste some of the cheeses. This is actually the mozzarella cheese board is going to be my dinner tonight. So I'm so looking forward to that. And I appreciate you sending in the additional cheeses because I haven't had a chance to try all of them. And this is a great opportunity here in Tampa in the summer with the fresh fruits and vegetables. So this is going to be wonderful. Thank you so much.
You're welcome, Michael. Enjoy it.
All right. So again, I want to thank you for taking the time today and your great recipes and cheeses. And I'm so happy to hear that you guys are doing well during this, and keep up the great work. And we'll hopefully see you sometime in the near future on the farm.
Hope so. You're always welcome.
All right.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Take care. All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.